Good Friday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Zurich visiting once again with meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, looks like another fairly pleasant day on tap for the high plains.
Yeah, we're starting off pretty mild out there this morning. We got temperatures that are 35 in Burlington, 34 in Gidland, 43 Oakley, 36 up in Oberlin, and we got that west wind at around 10 miles per hour. Those winds are going to be turning to the northwest, and they already have up there in Imperial and Holyoke, and that's going to pull a cold front over the area. And so the temperatures will probably only warm into that 60 to 65 degree range. And then for Holy Saturday, be behind that frontal boundary and be cooler in the upper 50s and lower 60s. As we head through the Easter weekend, we've got this system that'll be coming on the Pacific coast and digging a trough out to the west and coming over the Rockies on Easter Sunday. What that'll do is increase our winds. On Saturday, we'll see that northeasterly breeze turn to the southeast, and by late afternoon, evening, pick up there to 15, 20, 25 miles per hour. And then as we get into Easter Sunday, those southeasterly winds will increase 20 to 30 to 35 miles per hour. And then as we go into Monday, when that low pressure swings out across western Kansas, they'll turn up there to 20 to 40 miles per hour. And then we've got the precipitation to deal in as cold air will surge in. Those temperatures will top out there on Easter Sunday, be warm. They'll warm up there in the upper 60s and low 70s. We got dry conditions out to the south and west out there in Leota, where we didn't get much precipitation, Sharon Springs, and along that Kansas-Colorado border, south of I-70, where we could have fire concerns, and don't recommend any burning anywhere there on Easter Sunday. And I don't know why anybody would be, since it's a holiday, but that is something that the Weather Service is stressing. Temperatures fall Monday through the 50s and 40s and even crash into the 30s and 20s in the evening and overnight. And what that'll do is precipitation is wrapping around that low. We should see snow develop out over northeast Colorado, western Nebraska by noon on Monday, and then thunderstorms out along that dry line and frontal boundary to the east of Highway 83 during the afternoon. Right now, the Storms Prediction Center has put that severe weather to our east of the Hayes and Great Bend line, and we could see some marginal thunderstorms behind that. But the other thing we need to watch is that cold air is surging in. That area to the west of Highway 83 will probably change to sleet and then blowing snow in the evening. And all this stuff should pull out by Tuesday morning or early Tuesday morning there as we're heading back to school and work. That's something we got to keep our eye on as we go through the weekend. That track is kind of favorable for a situation that would be similar to what we saw on Sunday and Monday of this week. It's just a little bit further to the east and a little bit unorganized at this point to be putting too much in stock of where that track will finally end up. But it does look like there is potential for blowing snow and accumulation north of I-70. We'd probably be talking the 2-3 inch type amounts as you're getting up there towards 36, the state line, maybe 4, 5, and 6 as you're in that southwestern Nebraska corridor.
Chris, as we go down the road and look at the forecast first part of April, what's the kind of the long-range models looking like?
Well, it looks like we're going to continue to have some active weather through the middle parts and maybe even the third week of April. There's several disturbances that will come over the Rockies. There are these Springs-type storm systems where we'll see some cooler temperatures up to the north, Pacific moisture, snowpack all out to the west, Gulf moisture, spring type conditions in the central U.S. So that puts us in the mixing pot or the brewing pot for at least some active weather. It could be form of snow, depending how cold it gets. We got the thunderstorm potential, maybe the severe weather, but we would tend to have probably active weather, heading into the first start of spring, going into the middle parts of spring. And as we head towards summer with that La Nina setting in, that's when we'll probably start drying out, warming up, and drying off for the second half of the year.
Once again, that's meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For KYVZ Radio, I'm Joe Zurich.